It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us. You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Sharing the wing spots for them, it'll be Trent Jr. and Anunoby. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Van Vliet into the 1 spot.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. And the 3 off target. And here is Siakam. Shoots from 12. And that one goes long. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. And the pass to Ivy. 3-pointer. That shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
Yeah, and last year they had major trouble with these guys. I'm not sure how it happened, but they didn't win a single game against them.
Now, here's Isaac. Following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. Pass to Ivy. And here is Duran. Covered by Van Vliet. One-on-one here. Here's Anunoby. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Bogdanovic. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
And wiry strong, Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
Now Cunningham. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Passes it to Bogdanovic. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, fought hard really all game long. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe a little couple-minute surge there at the end would do it. But the inability to kind of really lock in down the stretch ultimately prevented them from coming away with the win.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Now, here's Isaac. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that game against the Celtics. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Siakam against Isaac. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Cunningham on the wing. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Anunoby, following the bucket by the Pistons. Trent outside. Siakam inside. Isaac on him.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Ivy. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Here's Duran. And he hits it to tie the game up. Duran's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Van Vliet. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Cunningham, following the basket by Fred Van Vliet. Cunningham, a screen on Trent. The kick out to Cunningham. And they double up Cunningham. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now it's time for the Rookie Watch with this season's assist leaders. This is the newest crop of playmakers in the NBA. You look at Ivy, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Cunningham against Van Vliet. And the layup is good.
And I think when Cade keeps it simple like that, good things happen.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. To the right side. Isaac with the steal. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And a foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Isaac against Barnes. The rebound by Ivy. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham looking it over. And stolen by Achua. Here's Banton. Doesn't go for him. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Celtics. And there's the pass to Ivy. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Anunoby. And again, Toronto no luck.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Isaac outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
Alec Burks checked in for Ivy. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Raptors. Flynn comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Flynn against Cunningham. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Back to Flynn. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Works with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Cunningham on the wing. Covered by Flynn. Offensive rebound. Isaac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
I like seeing this aggressiveness from Isaac, utilizing his amazing length to his advantage to get to the line.
Detroit making a switch. Bagley's checked in. Raptors with the lead. Outside Porter. Back to Barnes. Isaac with the steal. And oh, here we go. Burke's got it. Fast break chance. Here's Bagley. The kick out to Cunningham. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Manton, the pass to Achua. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and Marvin Bagley did not like that.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here's Cunningham. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Bagley kicks to Isaac. High, arcing shot, and going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. On the inbound. Now here's Flynn. The tray. Barnes can't get it to go.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovich. Drops in the layup for 2. Bogdanovich has got 5 now.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
And, Brent, let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. Missing the playoffs over the recent stretch. Not what this franchise is really used to.
No, they've only made the postseason twice in the last 13 seasons. And, of course, in the early part of the century, they rattled off 8 straight appearances, including that championship in 2004 that upset the Lakers. So, still looking for a return to relevance, but they made some great moves in the draft. They may be on their way.
Now, here's Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Back to Bogdanovich. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. He lobs it up. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Hayes checked in for Detroit.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Burks. He's getting around 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's been a bit of a struggle for him. I mean, he can get down on himself at times. He's just got to keep working, and I think things will turn around.
This is where your character can be tested, his will to fight through this kind of adversity. And I think he's got a good chance.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Flynn against Cunningham. And here is Barnes. He's got 5. Pass to Achua. Puts up a 3. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pistons trail by 6. Now Burks still looking for his first bucket in this one. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And, Brent, what about the play of Cunningham?
Well, he had a solid first year in the league, especially with the added pressure of being the #1 pick. Kind of a tough situation playing in Detroit for a team that's exploring a lot of young talent. So not only do you have to perform, you have to find a way to lead. And I think the expectations around Cade Cunningham were fulfilled for the Detroit Pistons.
Diallo, he's checked in for Detroit. Barnes can't get it to go. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Pistons, trailing by 4. Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Barnes looking around. From the arc. That one, no good. It could go. That shot off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll get...
Give a big round of applause for your Pistons Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
He's out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Sadiq Bey. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Diallo in at the small forward. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Hayes the pass to Bey. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Good on the three-point shot. Diallo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Killian Hayes is a PG, and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
Here's Siakam. Trent, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And really complete control of that game. If you recall, guys, they made sure they didn't have to sweat that one out down the stretch.
And the final score may not have indicated just how much they were in that one. They were clearly the dominant team.
And Killian Hayes, born in America, yet didn't play high school basketball. That's unheard of.
Well, Killian's dad played a bunch of years in Europe, and he really loved his time in France, so he believed the best way for Killian to develop his game was to play pro ball in France.
And Bray, you were a pretty versatile player. Which of your skills was the most difficult to master?
Well, I think going inside and finishing, going in over big physical guys who could either block your shot or send you to the deck pretty quick. So going in and having confidence to finish around the basket is certainly a skill.
Burks on the wing from past the arc. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Raptors leading by 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Siakam. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Bagley. Over to the left wing. Bey with the screen for Hayes. Burks the pass to Diallo. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And here's a look at some numbers for OG Anunoby.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Bagley with a screen on Trent. Here's Burks. Detroit, no good that time either.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Achua, no good.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Right side back. And finished off by Bagley.
Pretty easy for Marvin to get up like that.
The Raptors have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Van Vliet. A shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Bay with the screen for Hayes. The pass to Diallo. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Trent's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Achua. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So here's Burks. No points in the game yet for him. Bagley with a screen on Trent. Outside, Bagley. Lays it up off the glass.
Going to have to do more to shut down Bagley.
And here are the Raptors now. Trent with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. Yes, that goes in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Burks looking around. Bagley sets a screen for Burks. And it's Hayes in the corner. Puts it up. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Trent in the corner. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Burks can't get it to go. And Siakam has got the ball here for Toronto. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Miami Heat. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against Brooklyn, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Burks can't get it to go.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Bagley. Passes it to Burks. There's the triple. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Detroit, no good that time either. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. For 3, Van Vliet trains the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
The assist total. Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas.
down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Cunningham passes to Isaac. Can't cash in from close range.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Porter against Cunningham. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Siakam. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Here's Flynn. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Isaac against Barnes. Pass to Cunningham. Shoots over Flynn. And that one hits back iron.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Barnes. Duran pulls it in. Pistons trail by 16. Outside Bogdanovich. There's the screen. To halt the run. And they recover it. Lets it go from deep. Benton with the rebound. Benton's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Duran. And Duran slams it in.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him. They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Cunningham played in with a nice touch off the glass. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Here's Benton. 9 points last game.
2 minutes.
Outside Flynn.
2 minutes.
Now the pass to Barnes. Shoots over Duran. Barnes can't get it to go.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Cunningham drives in. Now here's Barnes. 7 points in the game. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:36 left in the first half. Flynn the pass to Barnes. Detroit with the rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed, plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
Toronto leading by 13. Siakam kicks to Porter. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Can't lose sight of Porter, especially when he's looking to score near the basket.
58 seconds left here in the second. Outside Bogdanovich. Bangs home the trifecta. Bogdanovich has got his third basket of the night.
And they may be leaning a little too heavy on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Cunningham against Flynn. Can't hit from 12. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Cunningham. Isaac outside. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 6 rebounds in the game. Barnes finds Porter. Back to Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here's Ivy. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but it